They say that some objects carry the history of their owners with them. The mirror. Lena loved strolling through flea markets, discovering treasures from long-forgotten times. One day, on a small remote market, she found an old mirror. The frame was adorned with golden ornaments, scratched but beautiful, and full of character. The seller seemed eerily calm as he handed her the mirror, muttering something she couldn't quite understand. But she paid no attention. She was too captivated by the find. At home, Lena placed the mirror in her bedroom, directly opposite her bed. It instantly gave the room an elegant atmosphere. On the first evening, her gaze lingered on the mirror as she prepared for bed. It was strange, but it seemed as though her reflection reacted just a second slower than she did. Maybe it was the poor lighting, she thought, and brushed off the feeling. In the following nights, however, Lena noticed more and more that something wasn't right. Sometimes, when she came out of the bathroom and looked into the mirror, it seemed as though her reflection stayed just a fraction of a second longer before it followed her. Once, she even saw her reflection slightly tilt its head to the side while she was holding hers straight. A chill ran down her spine, but she dismissed it as her imagination. After all, it was just an old mirror, nothing more. But then, one Friday evening, as she glanced at the mirror from her bed, a cold shiver ran down her back. Her reflection was smiling. It was a slow, eerie smile that spread in a way Lena herself wasn't doing. She couldn't look away. With a scream, she threw the covers over her head, trembling, and didn't dare to look at the mirror again. That night she barely slept. Over and over she thought about getting up and throwing the mirror out of the room, but fear held her back. What if she looked again, and the reflection did something else? Something unpredictable. The next morning, Lena decided to get rid of the mirror. When she got up to pack it away, everything seemed normal. The reflection looked as it should, just a simple reflection of herself. Was it all just a dream? She tried to calm herself. Maybe she was just overtired. She left the mirror where it was. However, the next night would be different. Lena woke up in the middle of the night, startled by a faint tapping sound. It was soft, almost like a whisper, but it was coming from the mirror. She sat up, her throat dry, her heart racing. The tapping repeated, this time louder. Lena forced herself to look. Her reflection was no longer still. It was tapping on the inside of the mirror, on the glass, as if waiting to be let out. The reflection moved its lips, and though she couldn't hear it, Lena knew exactly what it was saying. Let me out. Panicking, she leapt out of bed and ran to the door, but she couldn't tear her eyes away. The reflection was changing. It wasn't her standing there anymore. It was something dark, distorted, slowly emerging from the glass. Her body froze in terror. Then she heard it. A quiet voice seeping out of the mirror, whispering but clear. I am free. Lena bolted out of the room, locking the door behind her. She never wanted to look at the mirror again. The next day, she sold it to an antique shop in town. When the new owner asked if the mirror had a story, Lena just shook her head. No, she said. Nothing special. But as she left, she heard the buyer polishing the mirror, and softly, from within, something tapped